Compañia Gris. It's like we're ready. By the way, La Compañia Gris is Great Company, which is a Lord of the Rings reference. That's a book reference too. That's a book reference from Return of the King. I can verify this because it's definitely not in the movie. Folks, here we go. If you're interested, that's not even half the song right there. That's Thomas Bergerson Illusions, if you're interested. Alright folks, welcome. This is Season 8, very first game for Europe. This is La Compañia Gris, a great company, Lord of the Rings reference. And they're going up against No Logic Gaming, who I believe are, they've got at least one stand-in here. They've got Scant standing in for them. And they're actually in the middle of the Frankfurt 2 majors, so they might be doing this game from actually Frankfurt. They're from pretty much all over Europe. So it's basically Spain. I think this is the only Joint League Spanish team, entirely Spanish, versus essentially a European mix. Let's see here. What's really weird about this is that there's a complete anomaly. They're a complete statistical anomaly. Both teams are mostly an anomaly. La Compañia Gris has been around for a while. They've had a lot of roster changes, a lot of reshuffling going on. But it's really hard to pull up any stats. They've been around since Season 1. A great company. They did really well in Season 1 in the Iberian. Okay, a little history lesson here while we get the initial part of the draft out of the way for you. Season 1, they kicked ass in the Iberian starter division. Season 2, they got their asses handed to them. They got their butts handed to them, excuse me. They got their butts handed to them in the Europe Division 4. They had to drop back down to Division 5. They got hammered again in Season 3. And then, whether it's a roster change or whatever happened, they completely turned it around and were undefeated in Season 4. Went straight, they won the playoffs, went up to Division 4. Season 5, they kicked butt, went up to Division 3. And they've pretty much been in Division 3 until last season. They got to the playoffs, but they didn't make the cut in Season 7.
10 seconds
but somehow they are here. They are here. So they go for the Compañia Gris seem to know that there is a lot of IO love here in this tournament. And like they've been playing against IO and Tiny a lot in the Dota majors too. So those get banned out. Shadow Fiend gets banned out. Most popular support right now, practically. Doom is pretty much insta-banned at this point. He is the go-to. He's the new Leshrac. That you get a level 3 or level 4 Scorched Earth, you pretty much have a Radiance at early to mid game. And it's incredibly powerful. And usually if Doom does make it into the draft and get picked, that team will typically win well over 50% of the time. Night Stalker also really popular right now. He gets banned out. Ember gonna possibly be their mid, or they're most likely their safe lane. So New Logic go with their early firepower right off the bat. Countering with Shaky, they get the first pick. They go with Shaky up first, countering with the Vanomancer, countering that split push action. And this is a very quick draft. They're not wasting any time. A little bit of if you were playing poker, this would be kind of like showing your hand here. Let's put it this way, it's a form of a tell if you were playing poker right now, if you're going to be picking and banning this quickly. Very confident in their draft. Nobody's slow rolling or anything like that. So we're probably not going to see I mean, we've already got 2 supports for Great Company, which I'm going to be calling them for the rest of the game if you don't mind. They will, I mean, pretty much get the hard counter with the AA. Undy gets banned out. That's been pretty much my go-to guy for grinding MMR right now. He's fantastic. And we're going to see the off-lane Darkseer. So most likely, I'm going to put my money on Ember being safe lane and the Queen being in the middle. It'll open up some early aggression and make some more room for Ember to farm. If we can get some early rotations from the Queenie. He's just a little bit stronger in the early game with that Sonic Wave.
10 seconds remaining.
Just one match. Fortunately, just one match today.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
We're going with creep. We're going with a tropical creep wave here. We're gonna have boars. We might have a Necronomicon. We might have plague wards, and we've already got the Shaker to counter it. And one thing you got to worry about is though, even though PL was pretty much, it's just 1, I believe. All right, so this one thing about having a Shaky is it kind of forces that last ban from No Logic Gaming to be a PL ban. Otherwise, it's going to open them wide up. Because look at this: you got Beastmaster, you got Veno, you've got potential PL, you got a potential Zoo going on here.
10 seconds remaining.
And it is best of 2 for the points. That is.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
They've got a very aggressive lane. This Darkseer Spirit Breaker combo is really sweet. That's even the Queen of Pain Darkseer combo in conjunction. I mean, run that Ion Shell on any of these guys is pretty good. But Spirit Breaker and Darkseer synergize particularly well. You're going to get a damage bonus just from that surge, even in the middle of a fight, even if he's stationary. So that adds a lot more depth to this team fight here. Makes it a lot more interesting. You could basically send him on his way with a slap on his butt with a surge, send him a little bit faster across the map with a surge, or you could send him crashing in at a higher rate of speed with a surge right before he lands the charge on somebody and then gets the Nether Strike. He gets extra damage with it too. Kind of surprised they banned out Winter Wyvern because they've you know, with an AA ban. Oh, actually, that does free up a lot of. Pardon me, that does free up a lot of healers actually without AA in play. And Winter's been incredibly well, pretty much the go-to healer right next to Dazzle. It's one of the two typically. Omni Knight has not been seeing as much pro play or even semi-pro play since Winter Wyvern's come out.
10 seconds remaining.
Not quite as much. And New Logic's going to put a lot of pressure on their Ember for getting farm. They're going to make a lot of room, though. You got a Quap, a Darkseer, a Spirit Breaker, and a Rubik roaming around as 4. This looks like a 4 protects 1 lineup, looking pretty good. And so this 4 protects 1, they're definitely going to need to get, like, Anti-Mage is a ticking time bomb on 3 intelligence heroes. He's going to have an easy go of it around minute 30 if he gets his way. And Invoker, going to be most possibly a mid. I mean, Beast could be their mid, too. Might be their offlaner, though. There's a whole lot of options here, let's put it that way. Whole lot of options. And thankfully, we're past the era of everybody DCing right off the bat. So here we go. All right, so here we go for No Logic Gaming. We got Coupe on the Spirit Breaker. I believe he's standing in. Scant standing in on the Rubik, Excalibur on the Queen of Pain, Milan on the Ember Spirit, and Nikwa on the Darkseer, most likely in the offlane. On the other side, you got Argonier. He is the only player in the entire year or so, I believe, for Great Company to actually pretty much be on the roster. He's been around since the start, I believe. They've had their roster's had a lot of shuffling. Let's just put it that way. All right, so Johnny on the Invoker, ROD, Rod on the Beastmaster, the Powa on the Earthshaker, Oxy on the Venomancer, and it looks like we're going to put in pretty much all in on the top. Milan's content to just go ahead and ward up before anything gets too busy. You'll notice I do have my my icons a little bit bigger, make it a little bit easier for you to see. And there's not going to be any no early smoke ganks or anything like that. Doing a quick ward check on Argonier over there. Doesn't have any skills yet. He's going to figure out what he wants to do in a second. And it looks like pretty much a 4-on-1. Oh, hang on. The board's going to scout out Milan, but everybody else is just a little too far. We got Rod over here. Not quite able to grab anything, so it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 trade, no problem. Johnny's going to pick up 1 and Excalibur. Both their mids, most likely. So far, so good. And when you see what kind of lane, it's a 2-1-2. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is a brutal lane right here. Brutal lane coming up here. I'd love to know how to pronounce this guy's name properly. Nikwa, and then there's Coupe, I believe Coupe. I'm just gonna call him Coupe. Against the Powa and the Argonier, he's gonna have a lot of babysitting to do. A lot of babysitting to do. Solo off lane here. A little bit of a rotation. Oh, getting lifted up. Rod loses his boar. A little bit of free gold there. And we are going to see a tri-lane. Venomancer has come in here. Oxy is here to protect him out. Yeah, I am total. This is a brand new season, brand new caster, folks. I've been casting for about 3 months now, about as long as Llama. Pretty much around TI5, I was like, oh yeah, I've got it. I want to do this. Been doing a lot of smaller leagues and pub matches until then. Just getting my feet under me. Done Torora Cup a couple of times up in Finland. Yeah, it's been said that Americans enunciate better, or well, we enunciate our words. A lot of enunciation. Argonier, so far so good. Only picking up 2 last hits though. This early harass from the Ion Shell, making his life a little hard. Even with it, they really need to open up some space here. The problem being that there's the double Ion Shell. Like they have to make enough space to where you can't even Ion Shell effectively. But the creep pull is actually doing some work there. They're getting a good job. They're getting some experience in that way. Rune's coming up at 2 minutes. We've got regen up top. We got any bottles yet? Nope, not yet. Excalibur just got enough gold for us now. In a cozy position. The Powa, he's fully charged, so he doesn't really need it. He's gonna have to just sit there and babysit it basically. Argonier just like, damn it! It's like he bought extra tangos knowing what he was running into, but you know, here we go with the Powa coming in. Oh man, the Fisher's just gonna come up on the wrong side, just barely. Just giving him something to think about. Oh, pardon me, diving in on Rod right there. That was a solo kill too. Actually, no, Rubik was there. Rubik was there, lifted him up, dropped him down. A little bit of Fade Bolt damage. He took pretty much the whole Fade Bolt, and down he goes. This is best of 2. And we got a charge coming in on Oxy. He is isolated. Argonia, there's nothing he can do. The Ion Shell might finish him off himself. Looking for second blood right here. The Gale comes out. It's not going to hardly do anything. That's 2 for nothing for No Logic Gaming. Milan now. Rod's here for some payback. He's fresh. Still got half his mana. And Scant's here to help out. Going to salve up on Milan, and he's good to go. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Excalibur's doing quite well for himself. Johnny has got literally half the creep score he does, maybe even a third. Yeah, I'd be happy to turn that up for you.
Demised.
We're going with a disruptive build, which is probably a good way to go, given this lineup. Good pulls by Scant here. Great double pulls. Oh, we're diving deep here. Argonio's coming in. We're fighting over this extra creep. This is so much conflict being driven by this one hard creep camp. It's so fun to just mess with people. Alright, 4 minutes. We got the next set of runes coming up. Double Ion Shell in the top lane. Looks like Excalibur's going to grab Invis. Going to open him up. He's got 3 points in his Scream with an Invis. He can get right on top of somebody. Oh man, that Ion Shell is just so annoying, isn't it? You get a lucky pseudo bash in there, might be in business. Nope, not going to happen this time. Excalibur's still coming out a little bit better of it. Still got the same amount of levels. Wow, look at this. Look at this Ion Shell mania right here. Coupe doing a good job getting extra experience for himself while Nikwa gets it in the lane. I really like this. I really like this setup. Really like this setup.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The Powah's had enough of this. He drops a Fissure. It's not going to be effective. That's going to be 3 down. The Gale's going to hit Coupe on the way out. Are we going to get a rotation from our Invoker here? Johnny could cut him off. But nope, they're going to make their way out through the side door. Exit stage left. Out they go. And we've almost got phase boots for Mr. Johnny. So unfortunately, this lane is not going as well as hoped. Milan's doing pretty well for himself down bottom. Rod is actually pretty much at a stalemate. He's content to just soak up levels. Milan and... It's like Milan... Yeah, Scant's been pretty much doing his own thing, doing support things in the jungle. He's fine. But Milan is definitely... Like, Rod is at least able to get... Well, he's a little bit out of XP range here, I believe. Yep, not picking up XP here. He's getting zoned out just a little bit. Getting a ping from Scant there. He's like, he could go in there and body block him. 15 seconds to the next set of runes. We got a flank action going on here. Rod does almost have his roar. He's almost in business. He's got the sporting the capitalist haircut right there. Mr. Walsh. The high and tight could not get any higher or tighter. And Argonia, nope, he's going to blink out. He's going to have to cancel his charge a little bit shy. And NLG just waiting for a couple of supports to come online. Hopefully make some magic happen here. They do have... I mean, we've got a level 7 Queen of Pain here. We need to make some rotations happen if we're going to get it going. That was weird. Anybody else see that? Coupe. They're almost ready to cut this lane down. Almost. They're content to just help themselves to the jungle. Double Ion Shell getting plenty of XP for him. Bit of a stalemate here. Any action that's happening is going to be up top. The delayed damage versus the burst damage over here. Working out for them pretty well. They're finding good isolations too. They isolated a Venomancer and a Nurse Shaker. And they don't waste time. They go for him. Speaking of isolation, the power is a little bit cut off from his buddy. He's getting lifted up and dropped down, only level 3. Trying to rotate, but not getting good position. Rod was just a little bit too far behind. That's going to be 4-0 NLG. That's one of our admins reconnecting. So far, so good for NLG. Argonia is still staying competitive, though. However, okay, he's got 2 sets of regen, so that'll pretty much keep him up against the Ion Shell. But it is getting stronger and stronger. And because Neek was able to pretty much do what he wants, he's able to level a little bit more in the Surge. He could go for like Vacuum and go a little bit more in the Vacuum at this point if he wants to. Oh, here we go. Finally, Excalibur's rotating in. Gonna blink. Nope. Gonna get pushed back. Doesn't know exactly where he is. Doesn't want to waste any time. So they're just gonna go ahead and cut the lane as we hit 8 minutes and get our third set of runes. Milan's gonna go ahead and bottle himself an invis. Immediately fire Remnant back. I was really hoping to see something right there. But meanwhile, we're diving up. We got a bit of a siege. We got a bit of a forest siege going on here. The plague hordes are blocking the way in. I love it. Now we've breached the walls. We've breached our wooden walls, and Oxy is going down. It's just too much damage per second with the Ion Shell versus that. And there's the Scream finishing the job. That's 5-0. We're gonna get a cold snap with the EMP though. It's gonna miss completely. Oh, Nico and Excalibur though, they are trapped. Boom, boom, boom. Might be able to pick himself a couple more kills here. If he can just get stun locked. Nope, not gonna happen. Picks up 2 more, and the Nether Strike gonna finish the job. Woo! 3 for 2. That definitely got turned around and went a lot better. That was a full rotation by GC right there. And Oxy really wants some payback, but he doesn't have the burst damage to really do anything. So 8-2. They do pick up a couple of kills, but man, they are struggling here. How are we doing on levels here? Levels. The bad news is that 2 of their supports really need 6 bad. Fortunately, they still have Scant that needs a level himself. He's doing a fairly decent job for himself jungling. At least got boots on himself. All the farm is going to Milan. All of it. And he is on top, about 700 ahead. Speaking of which, Argonier, who is a little bit behind now, getting completely harassed. He is pretty much isolated. He can blink out to the woods. Rod did take out Excalibur there, though, so they got some payback down in the bottom lane. But here they go, diving in. Or can we get a bash in before the Nether Strike? No, he's going to blink out to the woods. Nope, not going to happen this time. Not going to happen this time. You need a lot of follow-up stun to take him out. We're going to get the runes. Milan, battle for the rune. We're going to pick up an illusion. And we might be going in. Yep, coming back in with a fire remnant. He's chasing. Nope, Fisher's going to stop him cold. He's going for it. Has he got any more remnants? Nope, no more remnants. His flame guard's almost down. He's really pushing his luck here. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. That's probably the more correct play. Kupe now and Nikwa. Kupe's a little out of mana. He doesn't have anything to follow up with. He's got nothing but bashes and he's got 4 wand charges now. He is going to get Oxy. Their damage is so intense. This is a bullying combo. Combo's he's such a bully with this. It's awesome. Meanwhile, the Kupe is isolated. Mana Void doesn't finish the job, but they will trap him and finish him off. 9-4. So that's a 1-for-1 trade. So GC actually came up a little bit ahead on that one. However, this top tower is taking a beating. You gotta get that catapult out of the way. It's gonna be in deny range pretty soon here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that middle lane getting hit hard too. EMP. Excalibur's out of juice. Can't blink out in time. Pretty good run there. There's Cold Snap holding them there, but not quite enough to finish the job. Not enough damage. Not quite enough damage. They want him again. They're signaling. He's isolated. They really need a 5-man up again to defend this guy. They've got enough burst damage and disable to take care of him. This True Sight is the real problem because it allows them to just go wherever. They're going to go ahead and trap him. Nice blink out. EMP is going to miss wide though. That was a little bit of a miss. Fire him back with a Scream of Pain. Finishes him off no problem. Johnny is isolated with the Nether Strike. That's 2 for nothing. Only 1 came to save the day. Now Milan and Rod are going at it. Rod is chasing deep. He's got the roar up. Oh, he gets caught. 3-man kill right there. That's a huge kill. 500 gold kill right there. However, this is slowly, I mean, they're stopping the bleeding at certain points, but they're still losing limbs. Let's put it this way. They lost a couple fingers. Put it this way. They've lost a finger or 2, but they've still got plenty of limbs to fight with.
Yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're just owning this jungle. They're putting out some tents here. Not quite doing any low-income housing over here. Not quite renting it out. They're not quite in full timeshare mode. And this poor Earthshaker, he does have his Echo Slam. He's going to probably pop it right here. Counter it. There it goes. Kupe is isolated now. There's the EMP. Now he's got nothing. Mana Void's going to help out. That EMP combo works really well with the Mana Void. Unfortunately, 2 go down. They're just too squishy at this point. Everybody came to help. And we're still missing a rod over here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He had the scroll. He could have come in. I don't know if it was on cooldown or something.
Dire's structures are
So far, so good. 3-to-1 kill death ratio. We're almost at a 10k lead so far at 13 minutes. So far about, let's see.
Dire's middle tower.
Ooh, about 500, 600, 700 gold roughly per minute, give or take a little bit. That's how much they're increasing. The board is going to go ahead and slow somebody down. Hopefully they can pick him off. Nope, going to blink out. Everybody is back. Pushing these towers early on is a bit of a problem, because these respawn timers are really short. And they're just trying to go head-to-head with these guys, and they just don't have it. They need to team up to do it. The Ion Shell's just doing work, walking into the wall. Nikwa's gonna, or Rod and Johnny both have an illusion against him now. He's gonna surge around, gonna try and bait him into the wall. Everybody else is coming though. Getting slowed down. The Gale's gonna miss just barely. Actually pushing out pretty hard. Fisher will lock him in for a few more seconds, so they have the damage with the Plague Wards to finish the job. I don't think they do. Not quite enough. We're getting... Oh, power's getting charged. Here's Johnny coming in with a Cold Snap. He's going to lock him down a little bit longer. We're going to get Enchant Totem. This should finish him off. Boom. But that damage is just so light right now. Vacuum almost got him out. But here comes... Oh, the blue missile has to stop just short. Just short.
Dire's bottom tower
Almost got themselves a courier, too. To boot. That's still a 1-for-1 trade, all things considered. But they lost their Anti-Mage. This ticking time bomb that is Anti-Mage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ticking time bomb that is Anti-Mage. You have to... There's only a couple ways to defuse it. You keep putting... there are a couple good counters to them, but several of them were banned out, like Doom was banned out. Coupe wants it. Coupe wants it. He can taste it. Excalibur diving in. The Sonic Wave doing so much burst damage on these squishy heroes. Oh, we're going to charge in again. He's going to push his luck against the Blink. Try and get a Lucky Bash. Nope, not going to happen. His RNG has just not been very, his pseudo RNG has not been that great. Rod's gonna come in, pops the roar. Milan's locked into the tower, but the Flame Guard's gonna be able to tank it just a little bit longer. Here comes the MP. It's gonna miss just a little bit. Does he have a Fire Remnant? No, the Urn's gonna finish the job. They do get some payback there. They're fighting on. They're fighting hard. Definitely not letting this go. They've stabilized the bleeding, folks. They've stopped the bleeding at about 10,000 gold, but they really need to keep getting Argonia going. He's going for the Vlad's build. He has to get to a little bit more of a... He has to get something he can fight with a little bit sooner, unfortunately. And at this point, having your backs to the wall, you're forced to do so many team fights because you have no room to farm. You might as well get that Vlad's. Even when you do get farm, it'll keep your hit points up. What are we going to get? We're going to get Fisher. Scant has Fisher.
Top tower is under attack.
Bit of a siege here. Bit of a stalemate. You got a lot of anti-push here. I don't quite literally pushing your luck against an anti-push. We do have max level Plague Wards now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Fisher against Fisher. Everybody is here for the party except for two. Two in the middle. It's Quap and Oxy has moved over. Oh, they want to go. God, they want to go so bad. He's only got 2 remnants. I don't know if he has a remnant out right now. I don't believe he does. Might be waiting for that 3rd remnant, or just a better pickoff opportunity. Like, oh, they cancel it a little bit early. Fires off the tornado. Nice, nice counter tornado, but neither wind up connecting. Diving out. This mid tower is about to go down. They can't deny it. They're doing a really good job of rotating these towers here. Really good job of rotating these towers. Middle will get denied. They're still going to work on it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They really want to go. They just... There's only 3 here. They see a couple in the lane, but actually Coop's going to go. But they don't have their whole team to do this. It's taking a bit of a risk here. Going to get EMP'd. Turning it back around. Double Fisher right here. Narconia is going to get lifted up. The Flame Guard will probably finish the job, but actually Scant will get the last hit. They're going to limp away with for a 1-to-1 trade, but considering that they didn't even have to use their whole team for that, and they got the tower, they're definitely still pulling ahead. The bleeding has slightly resumed. We're at venular bleeding. We're not at a full. We're not exactly at a full arterial bleed. We haven't lost a full limb, but they are pretty much fighting with one arm tied behind their back now. Do we have the Vlads done? Not quite. Man, we're struggling. We have a good chunk. We have about a half of a Battle Fury and about a half of a Vlads. This guy's unfortunately trying to retool in the middle of the fight. Do we have Necronomicon done, level 1? Oxy does have a gem for D-Ward action. That's probably a good value by this point in the game. And the last tier 2 tower is about to drop. Whoa! Power wants to go in, but man, he is so squishy. He has nothing but arcane boots to his name. He has no hit point stats or anything. He's trying to get that blink dagger. He's so close. It would open up a lot of options, but man, they are down to nothing but tier 3s. Argonia is able to get a little more farm here, but not much. 18 minutes, no Battle Fury, no Vlads. He's really fallen behind.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And guess who's getting charged once again? This is a good way to take out. Yep, Nether Strike actually got stopped for a second. Nope, he canceled, then he went ahead and did it anyway. Spirit is a pretty decent counter to Anti-Mage in and of himself, because he has the ability to, even when he blinks out to the trees, they're still able to find him and follow up. The ability to follow up as a team. I mean, most Anti-Mages, when you blink to the trees, most people will just give up. But when you got a True Sight dead on lock and a guaranteed stun, as soon as you collide, that's pretty damn good. Helping themselves to a little bit of free ancients here. They've got a little bit of room. They can't have one side of the map, so they're taking the other. We're at 1,500 gold lead now. Unfortunately, we're almost literally 2 for 1 on the net worth here. Basically a free late game item. We got the blink. Nikwa's got the blink. Let's see what else we got here. Force staff. We got a lot more mobility, so it's a lot easier to follow up. He's gonna be, and Milan will be right back after these messages in the fountain. Got a ward out real quick. He's still holding on to that gem. Very squishy though. These sports are very squishy. They don't have hardly any stats. I mean, we've got, technically he's an agility hero, but it would definitely benefit from a tread swap in the middle of a fight.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They really want to go for this. They're wide open for Roche right now. They could totally do it. They've got the damage. They just bring everybody in with a double ion shell, no problem. I think Oxy's trying to signal that don't go any further than here. You go any further than here, you're in trouble. Excalibur gets spotted out, but he's able to get out a little more easily. Whoa, blink in. Not if he's going to do this, though. The EMP combo, nice pick off. Took almost everything. Took a good chunk of everything they had. Echo Slam's going to be down for a while, but that was huge. Almost 700 gold. Mega kill streak done. And that's going to open up some more space. This is basically what No Logic can see right now. And this is Great Companions. La Compañia Gris. Again, Lord of the Rings reference in the book. Not the movie, but the book. That's the 30-some Rangers or something that joined Aragorn in the battle for Minas Tirith. Not to be confused with the undead dudes. I'm not exactly a Lord of the Rings geek, but I did just see it recently. Oh, Plague Ward's coming out. Oh boy. Oh, and a 4-step in. He's going in. Lifts him up. Drops him down. Poison Nova does get popped, so that does hit 2, maybe 3. Yeah, it hits 3. The EMP is gonna. Yeah, they've got. These guys are drained to hell. Roar's gonna come out. Milan is going down, even with the Flame Guard. Barely. Yep, there he goes. That's 2 for 1. Nice comeback. The illusions are going like crazy here, and they're trying to go for a coupe. Oh, he's going to charge to the creeps, I guess. He's going to run into Argonier. No, he's trying to help out. Oh, no, he's going for the power. Going to collide. Does get him. That's a 2-for-2 trade, but it does take... pours a little water on the fire warrior for a little bit. That's definitely comes out ahead there. Definitely coming out ahead. Definitely coming out ahead. Well, there's our first big comeback of the game right there. Just getting one kill on a carry with a huge net worth on him, on the huge net worth on the team. They're just worth more right now. They pretty much sent a message that yeah, this is not going to be a raffle stomp. If you're going to come up on the tier 3s, you better have everything. You better have Roche, you better have Aegis, you better have all kinds of stuff. Compañia Gris doing a good job of holding their own here. So Battle Fury will be done in about 400 gold. So that's going to open up some more farmability. And again, time bomb here. Milan is still a super hard carry in himself, and he's double the net worth. But Argonier is going to start catching up quite fast. Another isolation on Milan. Roar everything. Good lord, they did drop the entire bomb on them, except for Echo Slam practically. And another huge pickoff. 5-man Roman is working out for him.
Double damage.
Coupe's DD, but he's a little low on juice right now. One of those conflicts of interest. Whoop! Excalibur once again getting picked off in the not only in the other jungle this time. We got the Necronomicon doing work here too. It's up to level 3 already. Man, doing work. Getting these pickoffs here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And we're finally going to get some tower gold for these guys. This will be the first stone drawn for Compañia Gris. Their first tower in Season 8 right there. And they're going to rotate to the top. Nikwa is a little far here. He's got the surge, but can he get ice? Oh, nice blink out. Blinked out just before the tornado hit him. Another 4th staff pickup. Again, this guy is really squishy though. He's mobile, but damn if he ain't squishy. Nice maneuvering though. Gonna get himself out of there. Woo, look at that comeback. It's coming. It's got a long way to go. They need to do those pickoffs like, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 10 more times roughly. But it's happening. Ooh, Johnny's got invis. The boar does kind of give him away though. But they will scout Roche. Both sides scouting Roche. This will be maybe our first attempt at Roche for the first time this game. 26 minutes, we're going to have a new set of runes coming up too. And Johnny sees it. They want it. Oh, they want it. The high ground plague wards doing a good job there. Oh no, they caught him out. They saw that they had him warded. Mana Void though coming in. Takes out right after Excalibur pops his ult. Drains his mana pool, down he goes. So that's a... Whoa! Actually, nice job Johnny, you got out. Well done, sir. This is an interesting build. He's got a Desolator, but no, like, 1 point in his Exort. I don't know if that's going to work. Got the Roar. Oh, they caught Milan again. God, they're just picking these guys off left and right. Getting overconfident like crazy. Now they're down to 3. Scant might be able to steal a spell before he gets out of here. Because he's definitely not getting out of here. Nope, looks like they're... Nope. GC are going to think better of it. They're going to take Roche instead of constantly chasing. Oh man, well, there's another big old Echo Slam. It's not a $6 million Echo Slam, but it's pretty close. Unfortunately, it backfires horribly. They were ready for it. Even with the wall, they just walk out. It was that's another 1-for-1 trade right there. Wow, look at this comeback.
Radiant's middle
We are
tower
almost dead even again. The nice thing, and the Battle Fury is really the Battle Fury is really what's increasing a lot of the net worth too here. He's able to farm a lot faster. He's able to get that efficiency going. It's like a 20. It was somewhere around a 25-minute Battle Fury, but yeesh. He's catching up. Anti-Mage resumes his role as a time bomb. However, he's got to deal with a. I mean, this is an interesting build here too. We don't have a Battle Fury. Unfortunately, yeah, he actually picked up a Battle Fury before an Ember Spirit with double the farm as him. Oh man, that's gonna backfire horribly here. He's just not gonna be able to out farm him now. I would essentially say that GC took the lead just now, even though they're behind 5,000 gold, because they're completely able to be out farm. Here's the smoke coming up. They're gonna bait with Argonier. I like it. I love using bait. Not really gonna get anything out of it though. They're trying. They're trying. They do have wards in the jungle. They just saw him pass through. Might be able to get a late pick off from behind. Double smoke gank. I like it. Double smoke. Double smoke. Whoa, we caught one. It's going to be the Nether Strike on Johnny. He's going to fire the EMP. It's going to hit so many of them. No, it's just going to hit Quipe, actually. No, the Sonic Wave hits almost all of them. Oh, bad positioning. Didn't work. 1 for 3 trade. And the gem is down. The nuclear football is on the ground. Who got it? Who has the gem now? I don't see anybody with it. The courier get it? Oxy had it. Oh, there. Whoa, okay, there we go. Nuclear football, literally doing nuclear things. Gonna have to drop his null, and we're gonna push up here. We only got 30 seconds till everybody's up. 20 seconds till 2 are up. I mean, the Ion Shell's gonna take out the creeps, no problem. But they're gonna get the tower, but they're gonna be sticking their necks out a little far if they're gonna do anything else. And fortunately, we still have the Aegis on Argonier, and he's got enough money for his orb. We gotta miss a lock, and we're gonna pull back. Everybody's back up. The tower does stay up a little bit longer. The threat of the Aegis remains, but it's only got a couple minutes left on it. It's burning a hole in his pocket. Tried swapping over with the blink. Nice efficient use of the treads. And he's going to find himself a free null. Excalibur actually going to be able to guard his own loot on the ground. They're trying to flank. They're trying to go around the backside, catch one of these guys. A little bit more than they expected though. They're the ones getting flanked. The cancels the Nether Strike. Blade Mail will be down for pretty much this whole fight. EMP is going to come out. It's going to hit 1, maybe 2. It does clip Nikwa. Oxy is pretty much going down right here. This is a fight all over the mid lane. It is just a brawl. That's going to be 1 down on each side. Woo! Argonier's like, okay, let's do this. I still got the Aegis. That's 2 down. Down goes Scant. 3. Oh man, here comes the big comeback from Great Company. Great Company. I think what horribly backfired is the fact that we're not going to be able to keep up with the farm here. Even during downtime, he's got a Manta now. He's going to have Vlad's real soon. He's just he is a ticking time bomb. They diffused the hell out of him. They did a really good job pouring water on him. Pouring water on that fuse over and over, but eventually they started making mistakes, started getting overconfident, started getting isolated, and now we got extra tower gold coming in. It's not much, but it's still something. Plus alacrity bonus. I really like the EMP. The 3 intelligence heroes versus an EMP. He usually gets it off on 1, maybe 2 in a team fight, and then you follow up with a Mana Void. That's pretty much an insta kill once the EMP goes off. It gives their anti-mage a lot of options on who to Mana Void. Check it out. We almost got our first lead for the La Compañia Gris. La Compañia Gris. And look at this. This farm is just increasing at a rapid rate with that Battle Fury. Unfortunately, not one in sight for anytime soon over here. Manages to juke out this time. He's been getting caught out a lot lately, but he's usually when he's like pushing up or in the jungle without a Fire Remnant deployed. He had one that time. He was able to get out. Pretty much learned his lesson. Big push up here. They're getting aggressive. With an invis on Darks here. They only see 3. I don't know if they saw him pop the invis. Everybody is here. The whole gang is here. We're going to wrap around the backside. We got a missile lock. It's going to hit. It's going to hit the Powa first. Can he get his Echo Slam off? No, he doesn't have. He still has it. They're going to get the vacuum up top. No, he never even got the Echo Slam off. But there's so much damage from these creeps in the tower. They're just sieging too early. The AoE strike is pretty hard. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but they are completely routed. NLG are on the run. They're going to go for the... We've got 3 tasty picks down here. Who are they going to go for? Oh, wow, they're going to withdraw. They're going to go ahead and call that a 1-1 trade. Not going to press their luck. GC playing a very conservative game, and it's working. It's working out. They get aggressive at the right times. They're being selectively aggressive, as they say in poker. And speaking of aggression... Yeah, I was probably thinking to myself, well, I can't really compete with this farm, so we're going to have to just outpush him at this point. Keep pouring water on this time bomb. Keep trying to defuse it over and over, but we're already past that point. He's got his Manta, he's got Vlads. He's in great fighting condition now. Great fighting condition. And you're itching closer and closer to making a completely even game. It essentially is an even game, and GC really have the power of the initiative right now. They can't... NLG are forcing fights that they don't really need to take right now. And Roche will be up soon. Oxy grabbing himself a little bit more farm. Another aggressive push up the mid. Do a little bit of an item check here. Milan's still pretty much standing where he's at. Looks like an AC getting going for Excalibur. Getting stalled out a little bit. Scant, he's in a decent spot. He could be a little bit better, but he's got some of his core items in. Coupe, he's pretty much been staying the way he's at. Blink, Nikwa has been pretty much the one of the guys that's been pretty much keeping up with the farm, despite all this stuff going on here. Yeah, someone just brought it up. No one has a BKB on this team. Nobody's got a BKB here. We have a very spell-heavy lineup on both sides. And only one has a BKB, and that's Johnny, who's actually come back. Johnny with a Deso and a BKB. Interesting build. I haven't really seen this Invoker build very much. And there comes another smoke attempt, probably. Probably. He's also got the nuclear football in his hand. And everybody's saying, "All right, it's time we made a move." Have we finished our recent items? Oxy now with the blink and glimmer. He's in a great spot to get that Nova off. Necrodome level 3's been there for a while. We've got blinks. We have 3 blinks on this team plus a blinker. The mobility is through the roof now. They've actually become way more mobile than NLG, all in all. The massive amount of blink ability. Still got Echo Slam up. Looks like everybody's ult is up. Charge down bottom. Going to clear out some creeps. And your guess is as good as mine as to why they have the 0 creeps remaining keeps spawning. It keeps popping up. I've never seen that before. In 3 months, I've never seen that. I know it's a different setting, but it's like you get like 50 respawns or something. You get different heroes. Bit of a stalemate here. Unfortunately, that's only going to go the way of Grey Company at this point. He's working on a heart now. He's got the Reaver if he wants it. Just needs to go pick it up. You can't fault NLG for at least trying to take the initiative here. Remnant for your egress, your escape pod. Remnant is up. You can't fault him, but the boar is going to scout him with the ion shell. The ion shell is going to actually blow their cover. And there's the ping. Oh, damn it. That completely went wrong because of the Ion Shell. Damn it. Ion Shell, Radiance. What else you got? Presence of the Dark Lord, stuff like that. That can totally blow a gank. Passives that you... Oh, Battle Fury now done though. So we've at least been almost equally competitive. And the missile is out, but it immediately gets canceled. Shot down before it even leaves the tube. And huge conflict over Roche here. They're pinging it. This is Compañia Vision. This is what they see right here with the boar, and a little bit of ward action, and the birdie, boar and birdie. Sunstrike will reveal Nikwa, but it will not show anybody else. This is NLG Vision. They've got their side warded pretty well, but they won't be able to see them coming. Oh, they want it. They want it. They've got the blinks to get in there fairly easily too, but unfortunately they see them. This is what NLG see. They see a birdie pass. They see Earthshaker going in and out to check it. They don't see anything else though. Here we go. Gonna pop a remnant. Oh, they're committing. Yep. Almost. Nice little scare with the Shiva's guard there. What a stalemate this is. This isn't exactly World War I. It's more like, I'd say this is more like Vietnam-y right here. Very Vietnam-esque. A lot of hit and run tactics. World War I would be like Venomancer and Undying dropping stones and wards against each other in the mid lane, not getting any progress. And we're gonna go ahead and ward up in more ways than one. Nobody, like, there's only one. We got Argonius went ahead and grabbed himself a little bit more farm. He needs to go ahead and hurry up and get this heart before this fight though. Really needs to hurry up and get this heart. He doesn't really have room for the recipe, so he's gonna have to do a little bit of crow action. Big stalemate here. God. A little bit more ward action though. They're gonna see the birdie. Argonius coming up on the left side. Another charge with another cancel. So much discipline. Argonius is here. He flanks up the left side. Coupe is getting hit, but the Blade Mail's doing a lot of damage. Echo Slam going to do work, though. Sonic Wave, though, takes out... The first one down is going to be Earthshaker. We're getting pulled into the wall. Nice combo there. But the damage just so significant on GC's side there. Argonius does go down. Excalibur also going to go dropping next. That's 2 for 3. And Coupe is on the run. And he's actually going up against a Rod right here. He's trying to go man mode, but he knows that his teammates are nearby. He's got the Necronomicon too, and the Boar. So they're gonna have to give it up. But they don't have all this damage. These guys will be able to do damage. They're not illusions, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to finish this in time. It looks like they're gonna get it. Yeah. Mikwa doing a good job of at least harassing and slowing down the attack speeds. Pop forces the Nova out. Oh, actually, it's too much damage. Vacuum in. Tried to vacuum one of them up on the wall. One of them up on the high ground. Doesn't work. Goes down. Coop. He's gonna try and steal the Aegis and/or get a kill out of it. Pops it. He has a BKB. He pops it, but he gets stunned by Roche. Roche is the one who stuns him. He does take out Rod though, and the rest of them are in trouble. Noto Strike will take out Johnny, but he's still ticking away with those little purple numbers ticking away his health. Roche might actually get the kill here. Oxy blinks out, but nope, the burst might be too much. Coupe is still ticking away, but he thinks he's going to survive it. The poison sting is still going. It's so close. Oh, Jesus, there it goes. Finally dies. But not before Coupe gets 3 kills. And Power coming in. Guys, this is just a huge back and forth now. Scant coming in. He's going to probably steal a nice spell. Might be able to steal Fisher. No, he's going to steal a totem if he even survives, which he won't. Whoop. Never mind, Saving Grace coming in. Scant coming in. Milan is here. He gets the Aegis. Last pick, snakes out the Aegis. Nice job. And immediately it gets popped. EMP gonna... Oh, doesn't quite flip him. Power just trying to go man mode now. All of NLG are here. They just got back too fast. And the nuclear football is like a hot potato. It just keeps going from team to team. Nice turnaround by NLG on that one. The Necro... well, not actually, no, it's an illusion. And Argonius. No. Down he goes. That's a complete team wipe, all things considered. Not sure why he was farming in the lane when everybody just wiped out his team down bottom. I mean, granted, space created, but the space was over here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Roshan almost, yeah, Roshan almost got himself a couple kills there, guys. He got a huge bash on a BKB stun. He stunned through BKB with that bash. That was pretty sweet. And then we're diving in. Buyback from Argonia. He's going in with the wall coming in, reflecting that damage back with the blade mail. Another strike will finish the job. It's just too much damage at once. Not enough teammates here to back him up. Canceling the enchant totem, fires the Fisher. There's no tower damage to keep pounding on him, though. There's no other teammates here. He's down to one friend who is, unfortunately, outside the base. He gets picked off by Coupe. Howard just tries to come out and get some payback for him, but nope, the blade mail is too much. Four staffs out. He's trying to just buy himself enough time for the blink. Ooh, enchant totem to buy himself time. Fade Bolt almost gets him. Gets lifted up. Oh, the blink afterwards. Holy whoa. Whoa, that was incredible save. Unfortunately, they are in deep trouble. He does die to the oh, Milan does manage to pick him off. That was a good dive. But these guys are exhausted. 2 more buybacks and these guys are exhausted. Milan is fresh, but that's it. Excalibur is just literally one hit from dying. Try to get the whirling axes, it misses. Wards going down. And now wards, plague wards. Not enough time to put him up, though. He needs a little bit of time. Pops a Nova. It won't kill Excalibur, but if he can get one touch, just one more bad touch, he's fine. Milan's actually in a lot of trouble here. Nova's going to take away the rest of his health. Scant, they're all almost dead here. Scant's almost going to make it out. No, nice TP. God, looks like this tick. Yep. Oh, a Plague Ward finishes him off over here. Nice job. So they got some revenge. That was a brutal fight, but NLG definitely coming out on top, but definitely not out. They're not out of this game. They're not. Nobody's out of this game. And what's next? Yeah, we didn't have the. The big thing is that he had 5,000 gold. He didn't have. He had the money for the heart, and then some, and money for a little bit of buyback, but he just didn't have it in the fight. He really needed it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He went into like 3 different team fights without his heart completed. Actually putting some counter pressure on here. There's still 2 dead. They will get the mid tower. They're all here. And Blue Missile coming out. 3 on 4 potentially. Oh, they might go for it here. We'll see. That Desolator doing work. Desolator and Alacrity on Argonia. Nice combo there. And we got about 20 seconds left. And you lift it up and brought back down. He's just going to keep on hacking away. Another Fade Bolt. Argonia will take the least of that, most likely. And Plague Wards, Plague, Plague. Look at all these little snakes doing work. Might be able to just go ahead and finish off the range tracks with just the creeps here. Forge Spirits and everything. They have a nice push lineup with their Necronomicon and everything. Coupe wants to go. He's going to go ahead and cancel. It's good discipline on this Spirit Breaker play. Very good discipline. And they do have one that's isolated. Nikwa is pretty far out here. He's going to be pretty hard to kill, too. But if they get him out, he's got boots of travel. He's actually going to go back in. He's getting totally flanked now. Blinks out. The Boar will scout him. It'll slow him down a little bit, but not against Surge. And he's out of there. Bit greedy, but he played it right. He played his cards right. Woo! This is a 7,500 gold game. Argonia, get your heart, man. Let's do a BKB check here. Now we've got 2 on one team and 1 on another. This Johnny's BKB is down to 8 seconds. Mr. Excalibur, 10 seconds on his. We've popped pretty much most of his. He's got 8 seconds left on his. Still plenty of durations on these. And late game BKBs are going to be so much more effective now. So much more effective. We've got the Glimmer's been done on Oxy. Now he's got the Poison Nova with the ult. We've got the Veil. We don't have Aghanim's, but we've got the Veil, so that makes up for it. We've got a soon to be a BKB on Rod. So that's going to be 2 BKBs on each team. Rod's going to have 10 seconds on his. Deso Drum and into another blade. Looks like he's building the Chrysalis probably. Coupe's Blade Mail has probably been the most valuable item in terms of getting your money's worth. Because that thing has been soaking up and reflecting so much damage in this game. Rod also done on Coupe too. And this top range Rax will go down. They managed to snipe it off. So that's one melee in the mid for one range up top. Still a pretty damn even game. It's going to give them about another 1,000-ish gold or so. Maybe 1,200, 1,300, give or take a little bit. Gonna blink out. They're content to just go ahead and keep this wave back. They're not going to overcommit here. Maybe they might be looking for a pick off after the fact, but not yet. Not yet, folks. Forge Spirits out again. Another stalemate. This is a little more. This is a little more like World War I. But they've got a lot of mobility on NLG to cross the threshold if they want to. Fisher's going to slow them down a little bit. Might be looking for a good spell steal here. What do we got? We got the blink. That's pretty actually pretty good. But we need a little more of a team fight build. I need a little bit more of a team fight item. Runes are up. DD's up, available up top for another minute. I don't think neither side see it. This is Operation Porky Pig. I don't think I've stuttered this much in any game ever. Back up to the God Cam. NLG do not want to give him any room. None whatsoever. A little bit of split push action. Now they're going to get that bottom lane pushed up a little bit more. Neither side want to commit to a fight just yet. They're waiting for mistakes. Both sides have made mistakes, and like GC's mistakes were a little bit more in the middle, and a little bit more in the early game, where they were getting picked off repeatedly, and the rotations weren't that great. To be perfectly honest, the rotations could have been better, but the overconfidence on No Limit Gaming side has completely backfired. Now both sides, neither side, there's so much writing on the next fight, so much writing on the next maneuver. Neither side wants to make any bold moves yet. It's only a 10,000 gold game. And we still don't have that heart done. He's saving for buyback, but what else did he do? He got the Skull Basher, though. That's a lot of damage. That's going to actually keep him pretty damn competitive in this fight. This is the Pestilence effect, and I'll be turning it off. Most people don't seem to be enjoying it as much. More of the same, folks. More of the same so far. Surprisingly, net worth's going to Mr. Nikwa. It's funny how you like can speak complete normal, like your normal language, and then you start getting into anything resembling Spanish, and you immediately become Spanish for like a split second because it's so much fun. Yeah, just gonna run Nikwa, and then you go back to what you're doing. And I've got the charge on Agornia. He's a little bit separated, but everybody else is within 5 seconds. Meatball's going to barely clip Excalibur. Oh, Rod gets hit by the chains. Again, they don't want to climb those stairs yet. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stairs of justice. Oh, Coop wants to charge right across, though. This is the commitment they're looking for. Another strike's going to hit. Rod pops his fresh BKB. The Scream's going to go right through it, though. He's going to finish it before his BKB even expires. Powa popping a kind of a shallow into the pool. Pops his own ultimate right there. Poison Nova's going to clip. He's going to clip Milan, and he will go down to a bunch of hacks and slashes. Wow, that was a huge hit from Argonius. What was that damage that just hit? That just hit Johnny just now. That burst out most of his health. Oh, Matt. Woo! Nikwa in trouble. Oh, nice counter with the vacuum into the wall. It's going to take out 1, maybe 2. But he's got a lot of tank on himself, but I don't think he's going to be able to go heads up. Not against an anti-mage with this much farm. He is very mobile, though. He's agile. This guy's slippery. It's like this guy's covered in jello. It's like the greased-up deaf guy. You catch me. You catch me. Nice job, though. They managed to hold on. They don't get any buildings out of it, and they take out Milan. So that's a big comeback for GC. Quick check on Roche. Not up. Oh, there we go. Classic. I mean, how many times do you watch a game How many times do you watch a game and literally right after they check it, it respawns? It's like it's almost destined to happen. But they wisely stick around and keep checking. They're going to get themselves their first rush of this game. Is that heart done yet? I'm like his mom. You get your heart yet? Alright, so more BKBs. That's down to 7 seconds. Who got new toys? Who got a new toy after that fight? Rod popped his fresh BKB. It's actually at 9 seconds because he just used it in the last fight. Unfortunately, he died during the whole thing. I mean, it allowed him to take more damage that would have otherwise gone to his teammates, so that helped out a lot. Oxy now with the scythe. We've got the sheepstick on Milan. That's a huge counter to him. Should be able to burst him down pretty easily. Within 5 seconds, that is. Apparently my Spanish sucks. And there's a smoke right up there with this. I mean, GC could not be in a much better position right now. They've got tons of good items for it. They're in a good position. Creep waves are moderately pushed up. They've got the Aegis, maybe an Abyssal. Okay, they got the cheese. Cheese on Johnny. Wow, they got to know something's up. They're just wondering where the hell they go. Something's up. They're actually coming around the backside. I love it. I love flanks. Love it. Scant's going to see him first. He's out of there. I was going to lift up the power. He's going to steal something. What are you going to get? He's going to get the Fisher. He's going to buy some serious time. Roar comes out. Hits, oh man, the wall into all 4 of them. So much burst damage. Everybody's just evaporating so fast. The Plague Ward is ticking. The Plague Ward is ticking away. Argonier's getting locked down by that Nether Strike, but he's already back up. Oxy is going down. He TP's out just in time. No, he's going to tick away in the fountain. Aegis popped. Wow, that flank attack completely backfired. That is a complete team wipe minus the Aegis crack. And if they don't get him, yep, they're going to get him. Johnny's here, but the damage is too high, and Johnny's actually going to go down trying to save the Aegis crack. That's a 6 kill. That's a 6-man kill. That's plus a dieback. That's probably game right there. That is probably game. Now you got to ask yourself, who's got buyback? Argonier's got it. Johnny does not. He just died back. That's going to be at least 1 set of racks, probably 2. Unless something dramatic and magical.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
It's 2 sets of racks going down. They go for the melee first. They're going for the throat. And that's probably going to be megas right there. They have to force a fight right here. They have 15 seconds. I mean, they can't fight. I mean, they can... If they just get everybody to respawn in 60 seconds, the megas will be here by then. Or close to it anyway. The POW, unfortunately, going to get isolated. That can't hardly do anything. 4 staffs away, but he's blocked down by the Rod. And not the Rod of Ados. And that's pretty much GG right there. Any chance of a comeback is now gone. Valiant effort by GC. But the flank attempt just completely backfired. Argonia pops the... That's actually a 2-on-3 here. But there's just too much damage on Milan. Just hacking away. Rod just go down too. Coupe joins the fight a little bit late. Good game called, and that's game 1, the very first European game of Season 8, folks. Going to No Logic Gaming. Nicely done. Hope you enjoyed this cast. We're going to be doing another game in just a second here, so stand by. We'll get you some, take a quick break here, get you a little bit of pause music, and we'll get number 2 going up in just a second here. Looks like we're ready to just go right back at it. By request, I'm going to go ahead and take off that pestilence weather for you. Compañia Gris will get first pick or first draft. Right as the music gets good. Ain't that some crap? We'll bring it back after the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, welcome back. This is game 2 of the very first matchup in the entire We Like Dota Season 8. Thank you for joining. My name's Kairos. This is basically my first season here. I've been casting for about 3 months now. Ever since TI5, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta be doing this. So No Logic Gaming, they pretty much they almost threw the game basically. It was a real tough back and forth. They had pretty much no problems with the early game. They had a Spirit Breaker Darkseer combo that was just completely wrecking their tri lane, and unfortunately they just got a little overconfident. Compañia Gris, which is, again, if you didn't hear earlier, it's the Lord of the Rings, the 30-man company that joined Aragorn in the Return of the King in the book, not in the movie, in the book. But they managed to turn it back around. NLG got a little overconfident. They turned the game back to a complete even standstill, but the constant push effort, and eventually LCG or GC made a couple mistakes. They tried to do a flank action completely behind them. It backfired. It blew their cover a little early, and they got wiped out. And that was it after that. So once again, Doom and Winter Wyvern getting banned out. Doom is pretty much the insta-ban. This is the Leshrac of our day, of 6.85. If he does make it into the draft, he typically wins. Typically wins. Gris. Okay, gotcha. Alright, SF gets picked up this time up first. Let's see, they had Quap in their mid last time.
10 seconds remaining.
And there's the same band. They're pretty much going with the same set of bands from the very first game. This is the exact same setup, pretty much.
Reserve time.
Just about, anyway. They go with Shaker first, just like last time. I'm surprised they haven't banned a Spirit Breaker, Darkseer, or a Darkseer yet. Darkseer is pretty solid all around, even without being in conjunction with a a solid melee ganker like SB or Ricky or anybody like that, or even Bounty Hunter. They had great synergy last time. We'll see if they're going to pick the same draft. Once again, thank you for joining. If you're also earning tangos that we're going to use for prizes later in the season, just exclamation mark tangos. Check your tangos, see what you got. You keep earning them by keep on watching. Appreciate it. AA's comes out next, so pretty much no healers. That kind of goes in conjunction with the ban. Oh, they say, okay, we're going to go ahead and do Dazzle anyway, but the Shallow Grave doesn't necessarily affect the Ice Blast, so that's actually a decent heal. I mean, that's a solid heal while still going through. That's a solid support healer type while still handling AA's ult pretty well. So this is the anti-roamer. You can feel free to correct me in the stream or tell me what you think about it, but I usually see three types of patterns with roams. One, once you get the OP heroes like Doom out of the way, you start going with three types of different bans. One, you ban out roamers, and they'll usually be like 2 or 3. You'll get like a Bounty Hunter, a Tusk, and a Night Stalker right now is the most popular. And then after that, you'll probably ban out a couple carries, or you have a very specific lineup that you have in mind, and you are literally counterpicking that right off the bat. Like, for example, you're going to pick Phantom Lancer down the road, and you go ahead and go for a Shaker ban right off the bat. So right now I'm seeing GC, they're pretty much going with a anti-roam ban, and then they'll probably switch to a couple carries afterwards. And NLG are going with an anti-carry, and we'll probably switch to maybe some supports later. We'll see. They've only got one left. Unfortunately, like I was mentioning earlier, even though it's still not, even though we're still not dealing with, we're still in 6.85. PL got nerfed a little bit. He needs a little bit more time to come online to be the threat that he once was. When you pick a Shaker, you pretty much force a PL ban on the other side if they're known for doing it. So all these offlane initiators getting knocked out by GC, and they get the Darkseer for themselves this time. I like it. There's not very much that's going to go through that Shallow Grave. Axe is still up for grabs if they're feeling comfortable with it.
Radiant team pick.
Spirit Breaker's still up for grabs too. He'd be one of the other ones that Compañia Gris would potentially ban out if they had more ban slots for it. This is a push line up here. This is a lot of attack power versus pretty much a push strat of their own. Both sides are going to be colliding in the mid like crazy. Oh man, look at this push strat. Shammy comes out. We got the snakes. We've got the Shadow Fiend with his damage. We've got the tree ants. We've got the ability to rat all over the map. So this is going to be a quick game, one way or the other. This is going to be one way or another. This game will be over much sooner than last time. I think last game was around, what, 50 minutes or something like that? Somewhere around 50, 60-minute mark.
5 seconds remaining.
You had 2 very fat carries. Unfortunately, what didn't work for NLG was the fact that they didn't pick up a Battle Fury on their Ember Spirit, and he actually wound up picking it up slightly after their anti-mage did, which was still late, 25 minutes, which allowed him to stay competitive. Milan was actually a pretty easy target in a lot of those fights. And the link in the end, oh, they're getting rid of some more push. So yeah, usually the last 2 bans are something along the lines of countering what they're currently doing right now. That's a pretty good ban to get Lycan out of the way, or any other mid to late pusher.
10 seconds remaining.
Liking the amount of disables. You've got Sprout, you've got You got a decent slow and dazzle, which eventually turns into a stun, which will probably happen after one of these other ones like Sprout. Like say Sprout goes down, that's about the same time that the bad touch stun might kick in. Then you got Shackle, which has recently been buffed. It's pretty fantastic. On the other side, you've got Vacuum into a wall. It's not necessarily hard to disable. Shaky's got plenty of his own, but that will set up a nice Shackle after the fact. Me personally, I love stuns. I love having 4 to 5 sets of stuns on any lineup on any draft. We're seeing a lot more support Sven these days too, which I dearly love. Dearly love it. You can build him into a carry later, and he's got a really strong AoE stun, which makes for a great team fight.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
A lot of the Twitch chat's pretty much calling out GG for NLG because they got the darks here. A little bit more of a traditional lineup here. Some people like holding on to that gyro a little bit longer, but the flat cannon's actually pretty effective against all these extra creeps that are going to be coming out, especially on the Treant side. I wouldn't say it was the pick. You could still get away with some, like say a Juggernaut. There's a lot of squishy supports here. A lot of squishiness all around. I'd say a little bit more on the physical hard carry myself, but hey, Gyro still got that. He's still competitive. He's still got a decent stun his own, which will synergize with the other ones. And with the Shaker, they've got so much AoE. Like Compañia Gris, they have so much AoE. It's fantastic. The call down, you got the call down, the power shot, which you've got the wall, the vacuum wall, which will pretty much be an easy setup if you can get an Echo Slam in there. It's just, man, that's some hellacious team fight. Okay, yeah, that's very push. Yeah, okay. This is one of the few times I'd actually say go ahead and get the Drow because you've got the attack. You've got a huge attack bonus now on Nature and Shadow, and to a lesser extent Dazzle and Chamois in the early stages when you're trying to get ganks in. This is one of the few times I'd actually say go for that. So NLG want to end this game soon. I don't know if they all got a P or what. We didn't even really have time for a P break or anything. But yeah, they want this game over with. It's just going to be a matter of hold on and get enough farm for Argonier. Just waiting on one more to connect here. So Milan's going to be on the Drow Ranger. Coupe was on the Spirit Breaker. Going to be on the Shadow Shaman. Nikwa was on the Darkseer last time. He is going to be on the Nature's Prophet. Oxy was on the Venomancer last time. Actually, sorry, Excalibur was on the Quap last time. He'll be taking the mid with the Shadow Fiend. And Scant was on the Rubik last time. He's going to be taking the Dazzle. He's going to be going up against one more time on Compañia Gris. Once again, I've turned the Pestilence off. So Rod was on the Beastmaster last time in the off lane. He's going to be on the Darkseer this time. The Powwow once again resuming his shakiness. Johnny on the Wind Ranger was previously on Invoker in the mid, and Argonier was on the Anti-Mage, who was struggling a little bit but came online later. He's going to be on the Gyro this time. And last but not least, we got Oxy. Oxy was on the Venomancer, now going to be taking the AA. And it looks like a pretty even, well, it looks like we're going to have a heads-on clash here. We'll have First Blood one way or another for this rune right here. And the question is there a smoke? Not really. Looks like a pretty traditional get wards out, get D wards out. We got a camp ward for Rod. He's going to be able to get that out safely. And because they went for the bottom rune, Compañia Gris went for the bottom rune. That's also going to make it easier for them to keep their pull camps intact and harder for NLG to get a ward up later. That ping's coming out from their side. I guess they're just saying group up. This is what they see right now. Nothing. And they don't see anything either. Nobody's made contact yet. Should be interesting. Let's see, it just really depends on, we got the Fisher up. Let's see if we're gonna get the shackle or the power shot here. Good chance for shackle here. Chilling touch would be incredibly powerful for this whole team right here. 1 point in chilling touch for first blood would be really effective. And if you haven't seen it before yet, the AAPA combo in the lane, now that chilling touch can affect the dagger and all that, it's really, really good. If you haven't seen it or tried it, I highly suggest trying it in pubs. Get yourself an AA buddy or something like that, or team up with a PA and be like, hey, check out your new toy. Check out what you got now. Equip putting some treants to scout, but it's a little late. Not going to see everybody. Double treants. Just pushing them back. They're going to go ahead and give up this rune. They're going to go for the top rune. They managed to get to the top rune just in time. So both mids are going to get one. One for Johnny, one for Excalibur. Pretty decent ward spot right here. Blocking. It's going to give away. They're definitely going to see. Definitely going to see that it's going to be warded. Damn trees are just being annoying. Careful, he might block your pole camp. Succeeding at being very annoying. Mr. Nikwa. 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 Or do you say it more gutturally, guys? Is it Nikwa? And now a solo rod is going to have to deal with a constantly harassing Dazzle, and we have 1 point in the precision aura already, so that he can go toe to toe with him with the ion shell, but if Milan decides to come in, it's going to hurt. Coupe rotating around on the Shammers. 1 level of shackle, pretty damn strong, and it's actually scaling really well into the mid and late game now. It's up to 300 damage, level 4. Getting lots of Excalibur's getting lots of denies here. It's already got almost got level 3. There it is. More in the raise. Gonna go ahead and push him back a little bit. We've got a potential flank here. Unfortunately, this is one of the downsides. Especially, he's not gonna. This particular Darkseer situation is not as good as the last one because you're going up against a ranged carry. Anti-Mage was having a hell of a time trying to. He had to buy 8 tangos and he was still struggling after all those were gone because he had double ion shell half the time. Now you got to deal with. But unfortunately, it's not going to be as effective because range damage is just going to go ahead and pick him off. Although it has been a bit of a pain in the butt. It's still doing lots of damage though. She is fairly squishy. Even a couple taps of the ion shell still hurt. Power rotating to the mid. He's scouted out by that ward. Going to go check the top rune, secure it for Johnny. Yes. He's going to grab it for himself. We have an invis rune down bottom. Nikwa's having a pretty good time for himself right here. Early levels of the flat cannon making it a little bit difficult, but he's able to pretty much deny his own creeps and all that, no problem. And Excalibur's up almost 2-1 in the last hits. He's getting so many denies, he's actually going to get a level advantage right now. And if he continues this, he's going to have almost a full level advantage later. And obligatory missing. Oh, the Fisher combo with the Rocket Barrage comes in. It came in a little too fast for me. Obligatory missing first blood. Powa helping himself to some creeps over here. Good pulse. Good pulse. Milan's got tons of denies to his name. Rod's not getting any experience here by comparison. He's already a full level up, as well as Scant being having a little bit of a level. 1 point in the bad touch. Just going to force him out a little bit. Doesn't cost much mana right now. It scales better in the early game now, as far as the mana costs. Soul Ring picked up. And Excalibur pretty much having his way with this extra aura here. All this extra damage he's already doing over 110. Johnny's really got to conserve his mana and get those power shots after the right moment. Excalibur really wants it too, and that's really forcing the Powa to rotate more often than he probably wants to. He wants to get some experience for himself in the jungle too to stay competitive. He needs his level 6 ASAP. Rod gonna get pushed out again. Oh, he's gonna get run to the raise. One raise, two raise. One more right click should do it. Is it gonna miss uphill? No, it's not. First blood for NLG. Second blood for the game. Meanwhile, down bottom, another Fisher combo with this Fisher with the cold snaps proven to be really effective, buying just enough time. Milan just helping himself here. 2 Wraith Bands already. Helping himself. He's content to just go ahead and free farm. And against the Darkseer, they really need to get some rotations up top, because he's literally helping his whole team out right now with all the buffs he's given them. The ability to constantly level and give, especially Excalibur, some extra hit power. Good stack by Scant.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Rod going in on Scant. There's the... Oh, there we go. He's isolated. He gets a little bit of a heal on himself. He's got points in the bad touch, but no points in the shallow grave. Very aggressive build. Oh, the Hex from the other side from Coupe. He's actually going to turn it around. Now he's 3 on... Oh, it's 3 on 1. 4 on 1. Boy, did that backfire horribly. 2 to 2. NLG coming back.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Argonier doing pretty fine for himself up down in the bottom there. He's already got 35 creep score. 31 last hits to himself, keeping himself on par with everybody else. 6 minutes, we got new runes coming. I was going to go ahead and skip. Whoop. Oh. Shackle Shot will connect. The Shackle Shot does not connect with a tree or a creep or anything like that, so not getting the duration he wants. Creep is... Oh, the courier's exposed. Nope, not going to happen. He actually just... That kind of backfired. Blocked your own buddy there. And this massive damage, this early push strat is starting to come into gear. The Treant's tanking. Rod's getting shackled under here. No Ion Shell to help him here. He's going to get pushed back by the Gust. It's actually going to push him away. Get kind of... didn't really need to do that there. Might have averted a gank opportunity.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this time, we're already down 1 stone. We already got first stone drawn by NLG. We're already halfway to the second one. These guys are not letting up. Rod coming in with a shell. He's going to get hexed. His combo's in. The call down's going to hit all 4. And the flak cannon's coming in. Scant will go down. Still no point in his shallow grave. And that's 2 kills. Soon to be 3 if they get Nikwa. He doesn't have mana for his teleport. They don't know that. Okay, he wands up. He's good now. He's got the mango. For all they know, he TP'd out already. But Rod's just going to double check just to be sure. Ion Shell will connect. Pawa does not have enough mana for his Fisher, though, so he's actually going to go head-to-head against... It's 2 on 1, but it's literally an even fight at best. Be able to trade 1 for 1. But Pawa's in trouble here. He has no points in his Enchant Totem. Long way from his... He's calling for help. But Nikwa's not going anywhere. TP coming in. Can he stop it? No, he gets the... He just picked up a level in his Totem just in the middle of that fight. The creep leveled him up. And another Shackle coming in on Pawa. He's in trouble. We still don't have Ice Blast. Coupe's so much more effective at early levels with that Shackle. And the Hex, honestly. If we can get another Cold Feet... If we can get another Cold Feet Fisher combo, they're back in business. Yep, NLG are up by 1 game. By the skin of their teeth, though. Either team could have won that one. Milan's going to take the first, but not the second call down. Going to try and get in Rocket Barrage range. Nope, Gust will back. He's going to get Gusted back. Not quite... yeah, it doesn't have any mana to do anything. Coupe can give in a couple decent right clicks, though, with the bonus. He's doing almost 100 damage himself. Going to get pushed back. So that call down was ineffective, but it sure did force a lot of TPs. Argonier will rotate down bottom and get free farm for himself now. So a lot of TPs are on cooldown as we speak. Even if they have them. Scant. So many of these supports are trying to get level 6 right now. So many are trying to get both 2 on both sides. As well as Coupe's been doing, unfortunately he's not getting the better end of it when it comes to... He's got money for his arcane. He's not getting the better end of it when it comes to levels, though.
Radiant's middle tower is
And it's 5 to 4. This game is pretty much dead even. Only a 2k gold lead for no logic. Oh, Excalibur's pushing his luck here. Pops the Requiem. It does clip him hard. Nikwa does come in immediately to help out. Great rotation by Nikwa. And Scant was nearby. The Requiem clipped both of them, and they decided to turn it back around because of that massive damage. Milan, on the other hand, is just going to go ahead and push this top tower. However, we got dudes respawning. This tower might even go down before they respawn, but it's going to be close. This push strat so far is working, but they don't have too much in the late game department. Not too much. They've got 2 carries. One of them's fairly squishy. Powell, unfortunately, just not. Oh, he wanted to go pick up his boots. He had 15 gold to go at the time. He's gonna go pick up his arcane now, thankfully. Scant's like, no, you're not getting them yet. I'll leave now, but I just wanted to make you sweat. Rotating around to the backside. Milan now pretty close to a Helmadami, but I think he's gonna go ahead and go for Sanjinyasha or a Manta or something first. Wow, that power shot taking out half of Scant's life. He's got 1 point in the shallow grave now, so he's okay, but getting scouted. Finally putting some aggression on are the Gris Compañia. La Compañia Gris.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
We'll make this a public effort to get my Spanish accent better as this season goes on. How about that, guys? Call down number 1 hits. Unfortunately, he's going to do a 2-on-1 here. It's just not enough damage. It was really close, but again, that aura is really kicking in, isn't it? That Drow aura is really doing work. He's just able to all these other times when in other situations he'd be able to outfight these guys. They're constantly dealing with the ability to get outright clicked. Mainly because of this damn thing. Precision aura makes it so easy to gank now. Even the supports are doing around 100 damage. And they've got the right amount of disable. And we've even got shallow grave in the mix. And the further apart these fights are, you know, that'll give more time for shallow grave to keep coming back up, keep making more epic saves. NLG they're definitely making the best use of their draft. We almost got an Aghanims on Nequa now. Literally 850 to go. Lead continues by a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. Argonia's still staying somewhat competitive. He's getting more stats. He's got a wand. Whoa. Massive burst damage there. Noxie died so fast I didn't even see it. I was literally right next to it. I didn't even see it. This burst damage is just so high right now. This guy's doing... Oh, okay. I was going to say he had the Mask of Madness. He has the Mask of Madness set, but not the actual Mask of Madness. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what he used. Johnny wants to put some pressure on this tower with the illusions. The global presence of Nequa constantly rotating in, though, is making their life horribly hard. He's doing a really, really good job of just constantly rotating in and taking out one-on-ones that would normally go in the favor of GC. Saving the day. Turning it around. That's pretty much the other half of this right now. First Ice Blast is going to come out with a call down. Both are going to miss. Well, the first call down will hit, but not the second. Ice Blast just barely missed. And they're putting more pressure on bottom, rotating down. They are kind of isolated though. This split push thing, it only works so much. Argonia getting isolated by 4 though. He didn't TP. He walked. He got cut off. Pow was like, well, I ain't walking.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And the top tower is top tier 2 is down. We're down to... Fortunately, they're keeping this one up. This is the most critical tower in the game right here, this middle tier 1. You get such a positional advantage. You can go anywhere. They denied their... Oh, they managed to take out 1 tower, but they did get the mid. They finally drew some stone of their own for NLG. This is in the same position as before. NLG have a very, very aggressive strategy. They have a very aggressive doctrine. They really like getting in their face, crossing the river, bringing the fight to them, and trying to take the lead early. I really appreciate how well their strategy is working out for them. Now they just need to not make any key mistakes like they did last game. That's another tower down. The middle tier 1 will get denied. That's going to be the first Rosh at only 14 minutes. gold lead just continues to just spiral. We're at about the same gold lead in the beginning we had before. And a call down, I'm not even sure what that was going for. Maybe an illusion or something. Now we have a call down, literally down. This is what happened last time. These guys are getting greedy, and they're getting isolated. Nice shackle into the creep. With the, yeah, he's not going anywhere. It pops the Aegis right away. That was a completely wasted Aegis. Excalibur's going to pop the Requiem. This is far enough that most of them are going to dodge it. Argonier's going down, though. Milan going to get Shallow Grave. Nice save by Scant. And now pounding away, Excalibur just literally pounding away with the extra damage from the weave, or the extra armor. He's just doing great. The right click is just too strong. Rod goes ahead and he gets trapped by the sprouts, and he's going down. That's a 3-for-1 trade, although they did crack the Aegis. I'll take that back. The Aegis wasn't a complete waste. It bought him time to get in position, and they did a really, really good job of getting in position, even though one of their guys got caught. Their global presence is just really good. And they're already sieging up bottom. Bottom tier 1 in trouble, but these respawn timers are fairly quick. This is, if this doesn't, whoop, here we go, quick diving in, got a blink, instantly popping. Johnny gets melted, call down's gonna get dodged yet again. Most of them dodge, and if the Ice Blast is gonna clip Excalibur though, and Scant, he's in trouble. Shallow Grave, not gonna get stopped by that though, so they can still make a big save. Paua, oh, completely, he popped the Echo Slam, completely missed, blinked out. Nargonio diving in with the Rocket Barrage, just too much right-click damage. He was literally in a crossfire. Literally caught in a crossfire. That was brutal. And Coupe, he's getting greedy. Oh, there it goes. The tower finally picking him off. These respawn timers are still fairly short. These Serpents are doing work. Serpents are doing really well. Amelia Rack's already down to half. They cannot charge into this, unfortunately. The Paua's Echo Slam is still down. Ice Blast is going to come out. It's going to clip Milan. Nice shackle from the one creep into Milan, but they just have a wall of snakes guarding him. And that's still one more down. Rod goes down. And that's going to be the bottom lane of Rax right there. TP in immediately from Argonier. They are going to get Excalibur. That's a huge kill, 830 gold, but man, that cost them big time. They lost. That's a whole set of Rax right there. Well done by NLG. Very well done. They did a much better job this time holding their team together through the mid game. So 17 minutes in, we're literally at pretty much 1,000 gold per game. Nick was going to go ahead and take an Ice Blast to the face. Coupe's got the invis. He's ready to get in a shackle position, but none of his teammates are really nearby to really capitalize other than Niqua, who's pretty low on juice right now. He's got a Mango and a Wand, get him back in the fight, but no one else is nearby. This is what happened last time. They started getting into let him come out a little bit, and then Compañia Gris, they kept on 5-manning and literally picked him off again and again to the point where they got back in the game. They made it completely even, but not, oh, Johnny though, in trouble. Can they burst him down before he gets out of here? Nope, not gonna happen. Nice move. And again, another tower getting sieged up. Is this Snake Charmer here? He's up top, actually. This is very aggressive. Wanted to pop the Requiem there. Oh, coming around the backside, dropping the snakes behind the tower. Johnny's in trouble. He was going to go ahead and win run out of there. Call down's going to hit Excalibur, and the second one's going to hit Coupe. But this tower is done for. The Echo Slam again will hit Shy. He doesn't have the mobility. Well, he's got the Blink Dagger, but he missed completely. It's going to be a possible vacuum into this wall. Looks like it's on cooldown. Rod's in trouble. Fisher's going to save the day. It's a stalemate. Man, they're both teams are hurting bad. But NLG's going to claim themselves another tower, and that's all the tier 2s. They are down to 2 sets of racks at 18 minutes, and that is it. And the Paua is clearly frustrated with his Echo Slams this game. I'm not sure if that was a blink in. It looked like he was walking for a second. God, it's just, yeah. Milan doing a really good job of farming any chance he can get it. Only needs about 1,100 gold for his BKB on a Drow, which is a pretty good choice considering all this magical damage. That'll buy enough time against the right clicks to get Shallow Graved, and then that's pretty much the game right there. Excalibur with his own BKB. Maxed out at 10 seconds. The comeback Midas for AA, for Oxy. Johnny's still, he got a Maelstrom. That's pretty much all he was able to build. Argonia was trying to do a Sanjin-Yasha, but he's just not having any luck. Yeah, it's just they're doing a good job of juking all his, they're juking all of his calldowns. You got to be asking yourself, what do you do? Like, well, the last game, their strategy of 5-manning and literally running around like crazy would be just as effective here, because they have several people that are pretty isolated. NLG strat is a little bit more built to counter that though, because they have a little bit more of an ability to save each other. They've got Coupe able to, or they've got Nikwa able to TP in, get a lot of damage in, get a slight disable with the sprouts, and you've got Scant. Pretty much keeps himself on the front lines. He's able to rotate anywhere he wants. Without this Dazzle in play, this would have gone a lot easier in the mid game for GC, but they've done some really good saves. You gotta give Coupe, you gotta give Scant a little bit of credit here. And that BKB now done. I think they're just waiting on that. Probably waiting on another Roche, which has about 2 minutes to go. Oh boy, Nico with the core. I wasn't sure if that's the way he was going to go with it, if he's going to do a Bloodstone, but the core working out really well with him. Whew. I don't think the Trance are going to give him health. The Ghost from Death Prophet do. Missile inbound does get stopped in time. 25 gold just being icing on the cake, and now in the trolls for those Echo, the $6 million Echo Slam trolls in stream chat. They are pushing the hell out of these lanes. This might give them an opening though. If they were to just dive completely on Nikwa, they might have a chance to pick him off. They're going to play it safe and hold this tower. Going to call down. Is going to get juked almost completely. BKB now blocks call down. Yeah, they tried to make a little bit of a move. They'd have to pretty much all or nothing to get Nikwa. But meanwhile, they're pushing all the lanes, and supers are pushing bottom. Eventually, these guys are incredibly close together. It's literally 5 seconds to get from middle to anywhere else. 10 seconds to get from top to bottom and back again. But eventually, these guys are going to have to defend the other lanes, and they're going to make a mistake. And NLG are going to be all over it. Milan going, they're committing. BKB popped. Runs back behind the wall while the supers push the bottom. And Nikwa pushing top. They're rotating around, drop the Serpents up top. Coupe is actually going to get taken out though, the tower. Nope. Going to draw that aggro from the tower. No problem. There's already 2 down in the middle though. And Ice Blast is going to, oh, just barely. Just not having any luck with these Ice Blasts. I think almost every single one of them have missed this game. That's 2 dead and a buyback from Argonier. Coupe gets picked off, or actually, yeah, Coupe gets picked off by Power Shot. And Milan's in trouble, gets shackled against theirs. BKB's down. Rod's got the Ion. Nope, he's going to get pushed back. Push back out of Ion range. This is, yeah, Darkseer against Drow. You can get on top of her, she's dead, but man, she's doing a good job keeping that Darkseer off of him. Again, coming out just a little bit ahead. Looking at what, a 20,000 gold game here? Yep, we breached 20,000 gold. Roche is pretty much back up in a minute and a half. Argonier still with that buyback forced out, nowhere near a Sanjin-Yasha. On the other hand, we've got a Sanjin-Yasha, Helm of the Dominator, PKB, and Aquila. And pardon me, I never even had the net worth up. $24 minutes now. DD Rune will be the top one. Nikwa's got to be happy about that, but nobody sees it yet. Now we got the Aggie Snakes with the blink. Once again, pushing in any lane literally any lane they can. They are not giving them any room whatsoever. Nope, not gonna work. Fortunately, he's far enough away that they're not gonna be able to exploit that. Looks like a possible refresher coming up.
I'll take that.
Maybe a sheep stick. Probably a sheep stick gonna be in their repertoire. Scant getting pounded by Roche here. And that's gonna pretty much do it right here. We're looking at probably a 30-minute game if they. I mean, there's not much that Great Companions can do. Yeah, there's really not much they can do at this point. They're down by so much, and now they got to deal with Aegis. That the team fight from NLG is pretty hellacious in terms of what's nice about a lot of these ults is you can just put them down and then walk away. This is the last stand coming up right here for Compañia Gris in season 8, first match of the whole season. Milan pretty much firing up the high ground here. Shackle shot's gonna connect with a creep, or actually with a necro creep, illusion, and that nice wall, that vacuum into the wall, man. They got way overconfident, just standing still. They just will get cracked, and they get 2 in addition to that. Meanwhile, they're gonna try it. They're just pushing back, rotating up top to get Nikwa, but they're diving deep over here. They're going for exclusively for the racks, playing objective gaming. Skillbert pops a Requiem, hits a couple. Melee racks down in the mid, man. Argonio has to pull back. There's nothing he can do. The range jam is just too much. And the power getting isolated after trying to chase Nikwa to no effect. That's it right there. Here come the Megas. Dropping the snakes right behind him. Argonio's just getting pounded by snakes and everything. Milan just having his way with him. Ice Blast will connect, but it's too little too late. Excalibur might drop to the Ice Blast, but we're already up mega creeps here. And that's going to be GG right there. Good game called by Johnny, and NLG are going to take both games. They grabbed themselves 3 points right off the bat in Season 8 of Join Dota League. Well done, everybody. Hope you guys, if you guys like these guys, they pretty much don't have any social media stuff with which to follow them, but later on in the season, I'll be putting up. I'll know which games are coming up next for these guys, and I'll let you know right away. If you want to follow me here, we have literally 4 games tomorrow, of which I'll be covering at least 1, maybe 2. Got some real life stuff, and then I'll be pretty much doing as much as I can. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do a drawing for you guys here too. So if you want to, stand by. If you like a free pubcast, stand by on the channel. I'll get you hooked up. Un momento. Alright folks, you get unlimited number of guesses. Whoever gets the right number first will win a free pubcast from me. All right, again, folks, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down for today. I'm going to do maybe do a pubcast or something like that. I might do a replay from We Like Dota League. I've got tons of stuff coming up here. We've got tons of Join Dota matches coming up tomorrow. Just stay tuned. I'll be updating the schedule for that. Or you could just see it on the Join Dota website. I've also got We Like Dota on Wednesdays for the playoffs. And I've also got Wednesdays for our Colorado Dota League, which just started up. So feel free to stay tuned. And I apologize. Normally I'm a lot more enthusiastic, but I guess you could say I was a little nervous about this first cast. You know, I was just really hoping I got it all right. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the future. Thanks, guys.